know what I've asked. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Well, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so Ashley was asking about what my past life experience with the flesh-eating stuff and, you know, what was going on with that. And it's a ceremony called Chod, C-H-O-D, and it's a Tibetan practice. But basically what's going on with that is you're challenging yourself, and you go out and you sit in the charnel fields or in the graveyards, and you know, it's to face all your fears, and all of that is basically what that practice is. Okay. And so you invite the hungry demons to feed on your flesh, okay? And again, it's to set up for that psychological thing, but it became very real. You know, the mind can manufacture whatever, and so it's manufactured this stuff, and I just went stonewall crazy in that lifetime and didn't, you know, couldn't pass through it. Yeah, I just went absolutely crazy. Because it became very real, you know, and the mind is manufacturing that stuff, and yeah, it became like a very real experience, and I just went crazy.
Do you know if you ever recovered from that, or was that kind of your demise?
No, I didn't really, you know, really come out of that. You know, that was that lifetime, and eventually, yeah, of course, passed, and then came back, and then, like I said, you know, faced it on other terms in this lifetime.
Oh, that was my next question. If you, in this lifetime, as your Kundalini journey continued,
yeah,
where did you pick up from
with
there
that,
and then experience
well, yeah,
in this journey of yours?
Yeah, I've talked about that. That has to do with, you know, why this stuff came up. Was I was questioning why all these rapes, why these rapes, why is all this stuff going on? Because I went through a number of very brutal rapes and stuff, and I'm going, what the heck is going on with this? So it's basically that same thing. It became more concrete in this life, and it wasn't negative karma. It wasn't, I was like, what was I, some mass rapist? I mean, what the heck is this? You know, what is this about? Why is this, you know, why is this happening? But yeah.
So that was how your fears manifested for you to face in this lifetime?
That's yeah,
okay.
kind of the completion of that, you know, and facing that stuff.
Because you mentioned it wasn't negative karma.
It wasn't negative karma.
Okay, that explains a lot for me then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It wasn't at all to do with negative karma, but the same thing. It's just that right in your face, just, you know, stuff happening.
Wow. Okay.
And then finally you have to quit running from it, and finally sat and said, well, you know, the ones that are doing these things, they are living in a hell realm. So then you develop some sort of compassion, and then you can step back from that, you know, that anger and overwhelming anger and things that goes on with that, you know, and all the flashbacks and all the stuff that happens with it, you know, all the drama that comes up from that type of thing. And then one can sit there and sit through it and process it, and then goes beyond it, breaks through that. Yeah. But that's what happened, you know, that's why. And it was like, when I started asking, why is this happening, why is this happening, why is this happening, you know, what, you know, then eventually I had that past life, that memory of what had taken place, and it finally connected what was going on and why it was going on. Yeah.
So that was a real breakthrough for you.
Yeah, it was. It was a big breakthrough. It was a big breakthrough. I'm not big on, you know, people chasing after past lives and stuff, but if it's something that really needs to be known or seen, you know, to help get a handle on it, it might come to the surface. But it's not something that one should be out there chasing after. Well, I need to find out what happened there so I can, you know, no. It's just that in this lifetime there had been so many of those types of happenings. It was just one after another, and kidnapped, and then my place broken into, and a guy with a mask over me, and then military, 3 guys, and it was just like, what is once is hard enough to deal with in a lifetime, and I had it like numerous times, went boom, 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 and like what the heck is going on? This is
Talk about in your face
stuff to deal with. And it wasn't something that manufactured. I didn't know anything about Cho. I had no idea in this lifetime about those practices. Hadn't studied up on them. Wasn't that it's manufacturing, but it was just right in your face as to what happened. And after I came out of that state where I had seen that, I went to a library and researched and found out this is what that is. And it is that practice. And this is yeah. Then when I was in India, and I was up in Dharamsala, there was a monk there that had read my my information and said, yes, you were a monk. You were a monk before. And I said, yes, I know I was. I'm familiar with that. Yes, I was. And he said, well, it's unusual to see be reborn as a woman there. And I said, well, we've got to be reborn somewhere, don't we? So that was the end of that. But yeah, no, that's what all that was about. Yeah.
Amazing. Well, thank you for that clarification.
Yeah.
That really clears up a lot for me that I, in reading your books and a couple of videos where you mentioned that.
Yeah.
So thank you for the whole story and clarification for us.
Well, that's why I say, people have gone through traumas and all of this, that one can go beyond them, and that, it does break through. It does break through the conditioned
proof
mind.
of that.
There you go. There you go.
Hallelujah.
But yeah. But one just has to finally stop running. You can't run from it. You can't try to remanufacture a better story or a grander story.
And you found that out because it kept happening to you.
Well, right. You
that's
try to.
That's pretty doggone traumatic. Like you said,
yeah.
one is bad enough.
One's bad enough, but then when it's over and over and over, you're like going, oh, this is, yeah. And it was really traumatizing. I used to, I couldn't go anywhere. I had to have my back to a wall. I had to be always facing the thing. I couldn't be around anybody in uniform, anything. I'd just be like, oh my God, it was a basket case for a lot of years, just non-functional. It was really, really, really bad for a lot of years.
So obviously this started when you were young, if you were in the military, in the service, and it started there.
It started young. Yeah.
What a journey.
Long journey, yeah. But there's nothing impossible to come out of if one stops running and is willing to actually sit through it and see the depths of it, and then it will finally break and have no hold any longer. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.